indigenous people. In English, it's called tobacco. And there's many stories about the tradition of tobacco. One story I heard, when Great Spirit first created this part of the world, one of the very first plants ever created, tobacco. That's the story I heard. I don't know if we could go to the U of S to the botany department and do DNA testing to see what could have actually have been one of the very first plants. But all I know, in our many First Nations across North America, tobacco is a very important plant. When tobacco is involved, there's three parties. There's the party that offers it, there's the party that accepts it, and the third party is Creator, Great Spirit. So we are taught in our traditions, whenever we take something from our Mother Earth, plants, fruit, whenever we kill an animal, it's appropriate to offer tobacco, because that means Great Spirit is involved. Another common tradition is whenever you ask for assistance, for knowledge, for help in what you're doing, it's appropriate to offer tobacco. So when we accept the tobacco as the second party, we make a commitment to Creator, Great Spirit. We make a commitment. So when I was asked to be here this evening to do a blessing, as well as our singers, the Long Walkers, they offer us tobacco. And so in our traditions, it's an honor to be asked, and it's an honor to accept. So we're here this evening as part of our traditional ways to do a blessing. Another common tradition in our communities, whenever we have a new building, could be a health clinic, school, could be the band office. It's a very common tradition. They'll have what's called a ceremony. And so what we do as part of the ceremony is we do a prayer. We ask our Great Spirit, and we ask our other spirits that exist in the universe, as well as our ancestors in the spirit world, to be with us at this moment. And in our prayer, we ask for good energies. We ask for good things to happen here. We ask for this whole place to be blessed. And that's kind of like the significance of this ceremony that we're doing. Also, we happen to be standing on a very special part of our city, Saskatoon, near the river. This place where we are gathered, not only is it part of Treaty 6 territory, but there were nations that were involved in the creation of the city of Saskatoon. Not too far from the south, Whitecap Dakota First Nation. There's a statue just down the street here. Chief Whitecap and John Lake, they chose this place. They said, we're going to build Saskatoon here, not too far down the road, the Alt Hotel. And so they chose Saskatoon as a place to become a city. And not too far from Whitecap, Dakota was a community called the Round Prairie Métis. So the Round Prairie Métis lived, and they too were dispersed by the government. Like, get out of here, you bother me. And they came to Saskatoon too, and they formed around this part of the city. So you have a very unique history of being by the river. The river is very symbolic to us as the blood of the veins of our Mother Earth. She nourishes all of us with these veins that run throughout our whole territory here. The river is very strong. Saskatchewan itself is a Cree word that means a fast-flowing river. There's many words, like Saskatoon itself, another indigenous word. It's the berry, that's what we call Saskatoon. So today now we have so many words in our contemporary language that we just take for granted. We just say them, we don't even know they're actually like indigenous words. canoe, chipmunk, Canada. These are all indigenous words. A lot of people just don't know that. But anyways, that's part of our history here. So we're very honored to be here this evening. I'm going to ask my drum to help me say a prayer. And that's what I'm going to do, exactly what I shared with you. I'm going to call upon our spirits, and I'm going to ask our Creator, to bless this all hotel. And I just want to kind of like finish off by saying, what a wonderful thing you're doing by asking us to be here. Like, good for you. Good for you. Yeah. Our country is in a process, maybe you've heard of it, it's called reconciliation. Our country's going through that. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. This is my Canada. This is your Canada. This is our Canada. It's up to us as Canadians to make Canada how it's going to be. No government's going to do that for us. No organization's going to do that. It's up to you and me. And the more we meet, the more we talk with one another, the more we share stories with one another, we break bread with one another, that we'll get to know one another. And at the end, we're just going to find out we're all just people. We all bleed red blood. We've got white bones. Some of us cheer for the Toronto Blue Jays. Some of us don't. But this country belongs to all of us, and that's kind of like what reconciliation is about. So by virtue of you asking us to do this today, and by virtue of you attending, you have committed an act of reconciliation. So good for you. I try my best in my language to do those, what I ask for, and I invite you as well, however you communicate with our Creator, out loud, under your breath, or in your mind, however you pray. I invite you to pray with me as I pray. I'll be hitting my drum, and I hope my drum will carry my prayer where it has to go. After I finish my prayer, our singers are going to sing a very special honor song to bless this. And I told them to sing number 48. Anyways, that's what I'm going to do. So let's all pray together.